Isa ka bang eksperto sa iyong industriya? Baka pwedeng maging negosyo yan. Ako si Rhoda Castro Kaliwara, your resident Pinay entrepreneur. At ito ang NegoSHEnte. Ang una nating makakasama ngayong gabi, proud Ilocano mom, who's also a book author and financial intelligence expert. Meet our mompreneur, Fres Fausto. Welcome sa ating segment na Mompreneur, where we invite moms who not only manage their households, but also their business. Siguradong alam na alam ninyo ang ibig sabihin ng intelligence quotient or IQ, emotional quotient or EQ. Pero alam nyo ba na meron na ring tinatawag na financial quotient or FQ? Ano nga bang ibig sabihin yan? Malalaman natin sa ating very special guest sa araw na ito. Author, writer, professor, and known as the FQ Mom. Welcome to the show, Miss Fres Fausto.
Hello, Rhoda. It is so nice to have this chat with you. Oy, thank you,
Hindi ka nag-age. Ano ba yan? Nakakainggit. Yan ba ay dahil sa magandang pamilya na meron ka? Teka, alam na alam ng lahat, especially ang iyong mga libu-libong followers and listeners ng podcast mo at sumusubaybay sa mga articles mo that you have 3 good-looking, mababait, at not to mention, mga successful, accomplished na mga anak, all boys.
Naku,
Ano
nakakataba
ba
ng puso yan.
Teka, ano ba ang sekreto? Ano ba ang recipe? Paano mo sila pinalaki?
Okay, so ganito yon, Rhoda. At first, I was an investment banker. And I was contributing half of the family income. Pero when we had our second of the 3 boys, only Rose po ako The only Rose
Yes,
among
the thorns. Yes.
Parang I was getting, unhappy. Parang sabi ko, I think I'm not able to really spend that amount of time with my children in their growing up years. And I'm not saying that this is the formula for all, but it was the formula for me. And so, I decided to give up my investment banking career to really focus on the growing up years of our children. Nung naglalakihan na sila, I said, what am I supposed to do now again? That they're not really in need of really to talk attention, So that's when I wrote my first book. It's actually here. It's called Raising Pinoy Boys.
Let me get it.
The blue one.
All right, okay.
Yan, napadami na. Ito siya. So ito yung unang-una kong libro. I wrote this sharing my experiences raising my 3 sons. At hindi lang yun. Pati rin yung mga successful Pinoy men. Ayan, si Lance Gokongwei, Tony Meloto, Tony Tan Cactio, ang Bo Sanchez, Tan Brothers Chris Tew. So parang I shared what I knew. And then ang nangyari, naging common favorite chapter, yung chapter on money matters. So nanganak yun. Naging, ito na, FQ na yung sinabi mo kanina.
That's how it started.
Oo. So I introduced the term FQ here. Nung ginugol ko yun, back in the day, wala pa. So, sasabihin siguro lang, what's FQ? FQ stands for financial quotient. It's your ability to make sound decisions and actions in managing your personal finances.
So, hindi lang ganun pala kasimple.
Hindi ganun kasimple.
Na iba-budget mo lang kung magkano pera mo.
Tsaka ito nga, very important yung role ng parents. Because the parents are always the best teachers to their children when it comes to money. I mean, kahit na hindi ka confident sa iyong pagiging, halimbawa, high FQ, but your children will always be affected by your own money behavior. And when it comes to parenting, di ba, it's not what you say, but what you do. Di ba? It is caught than taught.
So, kasama yun sa parenting ninyo na yung value of money.
Oh, yeah.
Make them understand kung ano yung value of money.
Totoo.
Ang hirap. So, pero you need to start teaching them
Early on. Yes.
I see. Your advice sa ating mga viewers, paano ba maging isang FQ mom na kagaya mo
you really have to know yourself very well. When it comes to FQ, kahit gaano ka ka-insecure, siguro mag-umpisa ka, kunin mo na yung FQ test. I have a free online test that they can take para alam nyo kung ano yung kaalaman nyo sa knowledge at saka yung actual behavior, di ba? IQ and EQ. And that's your reference point. That's your starting point. Kung mababa ang nakuha nyo, kung bumagsak kayo, don't worry because you can take it again after 6 months. And hopefully, after you tweak your behavior, you teach it to your children, tataas na yan. So, siguro if I'm just going to leave one, how to raise your children to have high FQ, you are the best example. And umpisahan nyo na doon sa kanilang allowance. Pay yourself first. So, ibig sabihin, pagbigay ng allowance, which is what we did with our children, nakaset aside na yung savings nila. At least 20% of their allowance goes to savings, and you know what? Dadalhin nila yan hanggang pagtanda nila. And the best way is to automate it.
Wow. So 20% goes to savings and the rest?
Bahala ka na dyan. Meron dyan, may charity ka, syempre, tapos yung expenses mo, and anything else. And you know when you do that, when you set aside right off the top, you can spend the rest guiltlessly. Mas enjoy mo, di ba?
At least meron nang
Hindi ka na magigilty.
save na 20%. And kapag gusto pa ninyong matuto how to raise your, not only boys, but your kids.
Yeah, applicable to girls as well.
Okay, your chance naman to promote your channel, di ba? Kung ano yung mga, may website ba?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So to those of you who want to have a high FQ so that you can enjoy the important aspects of life, please subscribe to fqmom.com and follow me on my socials. That's fqmom on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Meron din po akong fqmom podcast and Twitter.
Maraming salamat for your time and thank you for welcoming us in this beautiful home.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Thank you so much. It's one thing to absorb knowledge, but it's also another thing to intentionally share it. Kaya saludo kami sa mga mompreneur na gaya ni Rose. Magbabalik ang NegoSHEnte. Walang hindi nakakakilala sa negosyong ito. Founder ng paboritong merienda ng mga Pinoy. Ngayon, partner na siya ng mga micro-entrepreneur. Narito ang kwentong negosyo ni Joe Magsaysay.
My friends call me Jomag, short for Joe Magsaysay. The most asked question I get is, when did you start Potato Corner? Or how did you start Potato Corner? Or what did you do? What did you do that made Potato Corner what it is today? So we started Potato Corner in 1992. There were 4 of us, actually 4 couples. So, and then in 1992, we only had enough money to open 1 store. So, okay, no? So, nagulat kami, naging successful yung first store. Actually, bawi yung kapital namin na 150,000 pesos on the first month. Pero, so, masaya kami, no? But there was something that we still lacked. We still lacked capital. Wala kaming pera pang expand eh. Kasi alam namin hit. So, we chose to franchise. Because in franchising, you use other people's capital, use other people's time and organization. For the first 2 years of Potato Corner, it grew from 1 to 70 stores in just 2 years. Mainly because of franchising. In fact, if you look at my company, ang pangalan ng company ko, Partner ng Bayan, Inc. It's natural for me to partner because my core is sharing and giving. We grew from 1992 to last year when we sold Potato Corner. We sold Potato Corner last year. So I'm not running Potato Corner anymore. I was running Potato Corner for the last 30 years. So now, you're here at a good food market. This is something new that I'm doing now. But again, it's still about partnering again. It's about sharing again. It's about eventually franchising again. So, ang laking tulong talaga ng franchising, ng partnering sa akin. Imagine, even at a certain stage when Potato Corner, under my stewardship, could afford to put up all company-owned stores, we chose 80% franchise pa rin because we loved sharing. In fact, nung 2019, I shared to a group. Alam mo, kung binilang lang natin lahat ng net income ng franchises ng Potato Corner noong 2019, their net income was more than 300 million. Imagine, pag company owned lahat yun, amin lahat dapat yung 300 million. But no, we chose to franchise. We chose to share the 300 million. So I'm still doing that today. I'm putting up this food center, this food hall, or call it hawker center. I want to scale this hawker center nationwide. So I'm looking for partners. I'm looking for locators here, merchants here. I'm looking for partners who will also help me build these kinds of hawker centers nationwide. I love mentoring or coaching because until now, alam mo, a lot of people, ano ba secret mo, Jomag? Sabi ko, ang secret ko, hanggang ngayon, I still study. Hanggang ngayon, may coach pa ako. Hanggang ngayon, I get mentored. So people think I'm the one only mentoring, I'm the one coaching others. No, up to now, I still have an executive coach. In fact, I have several executive coaches. I have several mentors. Kahit ganito na akong senior citizen na ako. Kahit senior citizen na ako, nagpapamentor pa rin ako. Another question that I'm asked a lot is, when do we start franchising? Ang sagot ko dun, medyo audacious. Everything I do is always audacious Or parang very entrepreneurial. Yung sagot ko dun, sa tanong na yan, when somebody asks you for a franchise, you better say yes. I'll tell you why. Because you have a nice business. And then when somebody goes to you and asks, can I franchise your business? You know why they ask to franchise your business? Because they either like the product, they like the business model that you have, they like you. And if you say no, most likely, you know what they'll do? They'll put up the same business that you have. That means you just created your own monster. You created your own competitor. So, and if you say no also, by the time, kasi for example, you're not ready. By the time you say, oh, I'm ready na, I'll call up that person na. No, I decided something else. So you lose that. There's a window that when people will start asking you, can I be your partner? Can I franchise your business? Mawawala yun, hindi na magtatanong. Yes. And don't get your mind focused on another business because it doesn't do justice to the business that you're supposed to run.
Napaka-inspiring ng ginagawa ni Joe. Lalo na ngayon, marami siyang natutulungan ng mga startup na negosyo. Marami tayong natutunan mula sa ating guest expert last week. Ngayon kaya, ano ang tanong ng aking paboritong kumare?
Ate Roda, paano ba ang tamang pamamalakad at pamamahala ng negosyo?
Some are saying ang business operations can make or break your business. Kung paano ito patakbuhin, pamamahala ng day-to-day activities at pagtugon ng mga problema ng isang organisasyon ay isang malaking bagay sa pag-unlad at paglago ng isang negosyo. To tell us more about business operations, we invited the founder of the World of Nuts Corporation, a doctor in optometry, at isa siya sa mga tinagurian na inspiring Filipino entrepreneur in 2015 by NegoSHEnte. Ang aking kaibigan, Dr. Josie See. Hi, Jo!
Hello! Hi, good afternoon, sis. Good afternoon, Miss Roda.
Magandang araw sa'yo. Jo,
Thank you. Thank you for inviting.
as a successful entrepreneur and have been in the business ng medyo matagal-tagal na panahon, di ba? Gaano ba ka-importante ang business operation sa pagninegosyo and how would you best describe yung role ng operations in managing a business? Ano bang klaseng structure ang pwede nating i-set up para nakaredy na siya sa paglago ng ating negosyo?
Okay, when we talk about operation, very technical yung term. Ang laki ng scope sa isang negosyo. Pero wag because of yung sinabi nating very technical, doon tayo ma-overwhelm, no. Ano lang siya? Kasi ang operation, it comprises actually everything. no? So it comprises financials, it comprises human resources, no? Actually management, the whole management, sourcing, manufacturing, hanggang sa selling. Now, for mga aspiring entrepreneur or even mga new entrepreneurs, I advise na magkaroon kayo ng operation manual, no? So kasi yung operation manual na yun, katulad sa amin, I'll be talking about yun sa amin. Binabalik-balikan namin yan eh. Yun ang pinaka-Bible natin, no? So, actually, hindi porket na yun ang nakasulat sa operation manual natin, yan ang parati natin susundin. We need to visit it, it's regularly, no? Is it kahit na quarterly, i-check natin kasi naiiba yung operation natin. Now, when you have that operation manual, meron tayong susundan. Napaka-importante. At isa pa, yung planning ng business natin. Kailangan meron tayong long-term plan sa business natin, may short-term plan sa business natin. Ngayon kasi sa mga bagong gustong pumasok sa negosyo, short-term pa lang ang iniisip nila, no? So, yun, better start dun sa ano yung papasukin natin. And then from there, kailangan susundan natin ano ba yung long-term plan natin. Sana mailagay din natin yun sa operation manual natin. Yun.
So from what you're saying, Jo, business operations can help the organization or yung kumpanya na ma-maximize yung efficiency and optimize productivity. So aside
Yes.
from having an operation manual, sabi mo nga dapat magkaroon ng long-term planning pa, what else? Ano pang mga advice na pwede mong maibigay sa ating mga aspiring entrepreneurs on how to run their business as efficiently as possible?
Actually, sa mga bagong negosyante, minsan talagang trial and error 'yan, no? So may mga papasukin silang ay teka lang, kailangan baguhin natin 'to for a better or ito ituloy natin 'to and then dito i-expand natin 'to kasi kulang na tayo dito sa staff, okay? Dito sa manufacturing portion nito, kulang na tayo sa staff, magdagdag tayo ng staff. Ay, ito, teka, meron tayong kailangang baguhin dito sa pag-repacking natin. Teka, yung plastic na ginamit natin or yung bottle na ginamit natin, kailangan natin baguhin. So, before tayo pumasok doon sa mga ganun, dapat napag-aralan na yun. Yun mga yun, kailangan may suporta. Kailangan bago ka mag-sourcing, no? Dapat napag-aralan na ito ba ay food grade? Ito ba ay naaayon sa produkto ko? Yung mga ganon. So that's all part of operation. When it comes to human resources naman, Miss Roda, kayo yung expert doon. So kayo yung tinatanungan naman namin. So may mga ganong consultation na dapat mangyari. Hindi pwede yung sige, pasok tayo isang business, sige, go na tayo. Hindi ganon. Kailangan may mga consultation.
Nako, marami talaga sa ating mga entrepreneurs nga naman na hindi aware o hindi alam na maraming mga pwedeng support na pwede nating mahingi sa mga government agencies that you mentioned, yung DTI, ang DOST, ang even DOLE, right? And bukod sa mga ahensya ng gobyerno, may mga organizations pa, may mga groups pa, at importante ang magkaroon ng mentor, like what you said. Napakaliit tulong ang mga insights o kaalaman ang naibahagi sa atin ngayon ng ating guest expert sa araw na ito. Hindi lang para kay Maring matanong kundi sa lahat ng mga aspiring entrepreneurs na nanonood sa atin ngayong hapon. Maraming salamat sa oras mo, Dr. Josie See.
Thank you, Ms. Rodan.
Sa bawat negosyo, may buhay na nagbabago. Yan ang mga kwentong mapapakinggan ninyo dito lamang sa The Good Stories, brought to you by SM Supermalls.
Ang bahaging ito ay hatid sa inyo ng SM Supermalls.
After 3 years of hiatus, the National Arts and Crafts Fair returned as the major trade fair here at the mega trade halls of SM Mega Mall. Join me as we explore the initiatives of the Department of Trade and Industry as they reintroduce our culture and heritage to the newer generation. I'm here with Senate President Pro Tempore, Senator Lauren Legarda, who graciously allowed us to interview her about her pivotal role in supporting this trade fair. Senator Lauren,
Yes.
it's no secret to many that your efforts to champion the cause of the cultural, advancement and preservation is one of the key reasons for the success of this trade fair. Can you share with us a bit, probably, or briefly, about the recently enacted cultural mapping law, which you authored?
Yes, actually, cultural mapping has been going on in different local governments around the country for the many, many years. And we believe that it should be institutionalized, meaning if there's a law, and now there is a law, it will be mandated that every LGU, local government unit, will prioritize the mapping. What does cultural mapping means? It means that we will have a database, an inventory of both our tangible and intangible heritage. Ano bang ibig sabihin yan? Yung hahawakan. Something that's built, something you can touch, something you can see. But we should also document what we cannot see, but it's part of our culture, the intangible heritage, like the rituals, even culinary heritage, the food, and biodiversity as well, the flora and the fauna, mga halamanan, mga puno, mga bulaklak, mga herbs for medicinal practices. So from biodiversity to culture, to the work of artisans, to the rituals of indigenous people, up to folklore and epics, up to, in short, everything that transpires in a certain area. So that's part of cultural mapping.
Aside from the cultural mapping law, which you authored, there's also Magna Carta for MSMEs,
Oh, yes.
right? Are there any other programs, any plans or policies that you would want to push to promote arts and cultural diversity of Filipinos?
The Magna Carta for MSMEs has been there since my second term, I think in 2007. And whereas before it was only focused on small and medium enterprises, but I decided to include micro, for after all these booths represent very small community-based, community-managed rural enterprises, and they need to be helped. And so there are MSME programs in many agencies of government. As I mentioned, the Sustainable Livelihood Program for our 4P families, the DOLE livelihood program, we call it Dole Kabuhayan, the shared services facilities of the DTI. So big or small, these MSMEs need to be helped.
I'm with DTI's Director of Bureau of Domestic Trade Promotion, Director Marivic Bonoan.
Hello, Miss Rhoda, and of course, hello to all our viewers and followers of your program, not just here in the country, but all over the world.
Director Bonoan, what do you hope to achieve by showcasing our country's rich cultural heritage through this very inclusive trade fair?
Yung objective po, Miss Rhoda, is really to preserve our cultural heritage and honor our craftsmanship and, of course, celebrate the talent of the Filipinos. And, of course, we hope that you will come and discover the treasures of our culture. If you look around, it's so authentic and inclusive, as you said. All the representatives, exhibitors from Batanes to Tawi-Tawi are here. Enjoy your shopping here.
Yes, I will. Also with us today is the head of DTI's Regional Operations Group, Undersecretary Blesilda Bles Lantayona. Hi, Yusef.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good.
Thank you for being here.
Of course, anytime. Congratulations sa mukhang successful talaga ang trade fair, of course, organized by DTI. Yusef Bles, you and your team have provided a platform for the local artisans to showcase and display their creativity and talents. What programs have you established so far to, alam mo yon, to connect yung mga local artists to buyers?
Well, first and foremost talaga is the One Town, One Product program. So that is being implemented in all the regions and provinces in the Philippines, where we have the Department of Trade and Industry, and that is all, of course. So they are being provided assistance in terms of product development, in terms of getting their certifications from FDA, CPR, LTO, and all the other certifications, even halal. And they are also given platforms for marketing their product, one of which is this trade fair, national trade fair, provincial trade fair, and even the regional trade fair, plus the online trade fair.
So basically, this would foster growth and provide opportunities sa lahat ng mga local artists natin, and especially nga, they can be able to connect sa mga
definitely. Lalong-lalo na ngayon, ang ating OTOP ay naging batas na. So, hindi lang siya ordinary program. You know, it started in 2002. And from then on, nag-evolve na siya, nag-evolve. Before, we were very strict that it is really one town, one product. So, isa lang. Pero in beginning 2016, we have more or less eased out the definition. And any product or service, that will have an abundance of raw material. And there are also people who know how to make those products. Pwede na sila, pasok sila doon sa OTOP. So it makes a lot of opportunities also for the locals to really push their business.
Miss Grace,
Hello,
hi.
Rhoda.
What can you say that the venue and home of the country's biggest trade fair is here at SM Mega Mall?
It's but natural, Rhoda, because SM is the home of MSMEs. Over 75% of our tenants are MSMEs. So welcome home to everyone who's here today.
Thank you very much and congratulations. With over 200 exhibitors from 16 regions all over the country, today we have witnessed Filipino artisans and MSMEs work together to create revenue stream through domestic sales and exports. This year's National Arts and Crafts Fair showcased Filipino creativity, ensuring that the legacy of our culture and heritage lives on. My name is Rhoda Castro Kaliwara with another good story.
Ang bahaging ito ay hatid sa inyo ng SM Supermalls.
Tayong mga Pilipino, we're always hungry to learn more. Meron ka bang kaalaman na gustong gawing negosyo? Baka ito na yung opportunity na iyong inaabangan. Ako si Rhoda Castro Kaliwara na naniniwalang pag may negosyo, may trabaho. See you next week.